In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to prepare your files for display at Camera Club for entries from Lightroom. Lightroom makes it very simple because of the presets in Lightroom. We're going to fill it out one time, and after that it's a one-click operation. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you're in the library module. On the left here, it shows all the folders on your hard drive. So you're going to navigate to the folder that you want. In this case, it's some pictures I took in the Santa Barbara Zoo in 2012. And I'm going to click on this picture of a scarlet macaw. This is the one I want to use, that I want to enter into Camera Club. Now this picture is in the ProPhoto color space, which is a very, very large space that is the default space in Lightroom. And it is not a space that we can currently print in or our monitors can show. So, but sometime in the future we will be able to, so it's not a bad idea to use that space to make your master file and then convert the file when you want to print or make a JPEG. So, we're going to start out by going to the Export button here at the bottom, and up comes a dialog box. You can see on the left here we have a whole lot of different presets, and these are the user presets. So we're going to make a new one, but first we have to set up what it's going to contain. So I keep my entries in a folder on my hard drive named Entries 2014. So that is where I'm going to go. You can choose here the same folder as your original folder, but I'm going to choose specific folder because I know where I want to put it. You can also put it in your pictures folder if you want, but I'm going to choose to navigate to my current image drive and my Entries 2014. Select you see it's here, select that folder, and this is where it's going to go. Put it in a subfolder. No, I don't need to do that. The Entries folder is fine, and I'm going to add it to this catalog so that when I navigate to the entry folder, it will show up in Lightroom. I won't have to import it. This is really, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we're going to rename our file. We're not going to rename it the file name, which is this. We're going to give it the name that we want to give it for entry. So we're going to go, we have all these different choices, but we're just going to go to custom name. Custom name. And in the custom name box, I'm going to write Kramer Susanna _ put on the caps lock, Scarlet macaw _ take off the caps lock, and this one I'm going to put in the open category. So now we have Kramer Susanna Scarlet Macaw being the title of the image, and it's in the open category. Okay, so we don't need to do anything for video. Settings, file settings. Well, we have many different options here. Photoshop file, TIFF file, DNG file, but of course for entry we want a JPEG, and we definitely want the sRGB color space. The ProPhoto, as I explained, is a color space that we can't really use at this time other than to optimize our photographs. Adobe RGB is the color space that you can print from and should print from if you have a photo printer, and sRGB is the space for the web, for projection, for email, and of course we want the best quality possible. Now we are going to click on Resize to Fit, but we're not going to put long edge although in this case it would be fine. But what if this were a landscape aspect photograph and the long edge would only be 768? That certainly wouldn't be enough. So what are our other options? Well, the very first option is width and height, and of course that's what we want. So we put 1024 in the width, 768 in the height. I would click on Don't Enlarge, because if you have a file that's actually smaller than that, you don't want it blown up and then looking terrible when you project it. So I would click on that. Resolution is immaterial. It has nothing to do with web or projection. All you need for that is pixel dimension. Resolution is only important if you're printing. Sharpen. Well, I sharpen my pictures before they come here. So this is not something I use, but you do have these choices of screen, matte paper, and glossy, and of course screen would probably be what you would pick. Metadata. I'm going to put copyright only, but of course this will only add the copyright into your metadata if you have in fact put it into Lightroom. But that's another tutorial, so we won't worry about that right now. We don't want a watermark because that would spoil the image. And after export, do nothing. And so here we are with everything set up just the way we want it. So I'm going to click on the Add button. And this preset is going to be called VCCC Entries. I'm going to create it, and there it is. So we will now export this file, and if you look in my Entries 2014 folder, there it is, and its dimensions are 516 wide by 768 high. Perfect. If we go back to, let's find something here. Okay, so let's go to Leo Carrillo Beach and find something that is landscape aspect. This is also a large Photoshop file in the Pro Photo space. So if I click on Export, the only thing I'm going to have to do here is change the name of the image. Let's call it Leo Carrillo. Oh, sorry, don't forget, all caps. Now I click on Export. Go back up to the Entries folder. There we have it, 1024 by 482. I hope this tutorial helps you. Signing off for now, Susanna Kramer, your digital diva. Bye-bye.